There's one entry in me and Sadie's journal that I haven't ever read. The last thing she ever wrote me, before the night of the dance, before she went missing, before she died. Maybe the last message she ever left for anyone. I've been having a hard time flipping to the back of this journal, dancing around it. I should wait until I look around town, I thought, or until I talk to Veronica, until I work through all my own suspicions first. That's what I've been telling myself, but the truth is that I just haven't wanted to read it yet. It's been nice knowing that there was some statement from her out there that I didn't know about. Something of hers that was still yet to be. But I think I've reached the end of my rope on everything I'm going to find here without it. So I'm flipping to the back of the journal today and reading slowly so I don't miss a thing. This is The Crime at Camp Ashwood. Episode 7. The Dance.
July 13th, 2003. Dear Margot, I know everyone likes to shit all over teen rom-coms, turning their snotty little noses up at Clueless as though it isn't a clear, timeless masterpiece of cinema, but screw those people. Teen flicks get it all right, in my opinion. Why? Because they hit the big moments, make them sweeping and dramatic, the way they should be. Graduation, first kisses, prom night, or, if they knew what we do, an even better dance. The summer camp mixer. I know that by the time you read this, you'll be back from the dance. Your lipstick a mere shadow of its first application. The curls I'll have so strategically placed in your hair will be loose and askew. You'll be thinking about JJ with stars in your eyes. Because your night will have gone exactly to plan. At least, that's what I hope.
Did I just see JJ, the once reigning Rockland Whoopee Cushion champion, tango with you to come what may?
You did.
I mean, I could have guessed you could dance, but he took some lessons.
Apparently Rockland has a dance skills course he signed up for.
Color me impressed. I did not think teenage boys would voluntarily learn to ballroom. Are men not as trash as I've been led to believe?
He was the only one who signed up. So him and the instructor just did this one dance over and over to practice. He wanted to surprise me.
No, it's too much. I need you to marry him. Do it for me.
I don't see how he knew what song to practice to. We've only had the Moulin Rouge theme set for
Or maybe your best friend knew about this dance all along and hit a home run when she twisted your little arm about the theme.
Sadie? What?
Wanted you to have a perfect night.
I love you so much.
Love you even more.
Oh, you guys.
Come on, let's dance.
I'm so grateful that those were the last words we said to each other. For those final minutes of perfect, endless summer. And the rest of the night wasn't like a teen rom-com, for obvious reasons. I've been able to piece together a timeline of the dance with information I got from Veronica, JJ, and the journal so far. And if I choose to believe their stories, which I do now, it clears Paul's name. But if it wasn't him, who else could have done it? Who would have had a reason to? When your mind has been set on one suspect for so long, coming up with a new list isn't easy. But I have thoughts. Mr. and Mrs. Mackenzie were upset with Sadie for breaking the rules. Sadie's dad had a folder with something in it that he didn't want anyone to see. But also, there were boys at Rockland who'd had crushes on Sadie who might have had an axe to grind with her about her relationship with Paul. If I had been wrong about Paul, I could be wrong about any other conclusion I jumped to. I'm trying hard to jump less and learn more. So, back to the journal.
I wanted so badly for you and JJ to have that dance together. And to see it go off without a hitch. God, it was even better than if something that romantic had happened to me. Honestly. Because Margot, you're so pure and innocent and lovable. I love you unconditionally, and always have. And right now, I need to ask that you do the same for me. Because I know you must have questions, that you might feel betrayed and confused or scared. I'm sorry about that. Let me try and explain. First of all, I want you to know that none of this has anything to do with Paul. He's been a dear friend to me, and he's probably feeling blindsided and confused today, too. I know you hate him, but please be kind to him. I think I probably broke his heart.
And I'm seeing now that I could have avoided a lot of confusion by reading this the first day I got it. But also that Sadie knew something big was going to happen at the dance. That she had an explanation for a plan I didn't know she had. It sounds like she knew she'd be gone.
And second, I know that you love June, and hearing us argue outside last night must have been really confusing. Just know that I didn't mean to get her into trouble. I swear on my life.
What? A fight with June? When? How'd you get this flask in here?
Sadie gave it to me. Guess she was worried she'd get searched with the camp probation vibe she's got going on.
She can't go one night without breaking a rule.
You're drinking it.
You guys are a bad influence, but it is good. Coconutty.
So he just left?
Yeah, he said something came up. I don't know. Maybe he decided he doesn't like me anymore.
No. An hour ago, he was doing the best teenage Ewan McGregor impression I've ever seen. Actually, the only one I have ever seen, but it was legit. He's probably out buying you fucking flowers or something.
Yeah, he's really pretty great, huh?
Ugh, you're like pouring salt in my single wounds right now. But I'm super happy for you and stuff.
Are you serious? Sadie, why? Because I can't believe you! I thought we were friends!
Is that Sadie?
Is she okay?
Sadie, I'm your counselor. This is my job. What could I have possibly done to you that would make...
You know what you did! Just leave me alone!
Do you think they're rehearsing a scene for the drama club?
June's a pretty intense theater director, huh? She's like June June Spielberger. Holy shit. I had forgotten all about the rum and whatever this thing with Sadie and June was completely. I didn't even give it a second thought. Did Sadie have something to do with June getting fired?
It's just that if I'm being honest with you, Margot, there's a lot of stuff you don't know. Things I've kept from you. Stuff I wanted to tell you and couldn't. And you're probably going to find out some things that make you feel like I was lying or that you didn't know me as well as you thought you did. But that's not true. You're my very best friend, and because of that, I couldn't tell you all of it. Because you might not have understood, and that would have broken my heart. Or you might have tried to stop me, and I wouldn't have listened to you. That might have broken yours. I didn't want either of those things. I thought I'd have a clearer explanation ready to show you. Paul tried really hard to get it for me. That didn't work out. But on the next page, you'll find instructions on how to go get it yourself. Maybe tomorrow, if people are looking for me or something, you can sneak over and get it. Take Veronica. I just want you to know for now that even though this must be confusing, it'll all make sense eventually. One day I know you'll look back and understand everything. It'll all be okay in the end. Perfect, even. You'll see. Love, Sadie.
That's why I've been putting off reading this last entry. Because she wrote it not knowing it was the last. She really thought it would all be okay. But where did she think she was going? Who made her want to leave? Sadie said there were instructions on the next page, but there's nothing here. It's blank. Maybe someone interrupted her, or... Wait. Invisible ink. Oh my God. She left me a map.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Crime at Camp Ashwood. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss a single episode. If you'd like to support this podcast so we can keep making more episodes, click the support link in the show notes. To learn more about this and all our projects, visit our production company websites, dragonhunterproductions.com and newgirlpictures.com. Thank you for listening.